Alright, boom. How we going, people? Welcome to the channel. Make sure to show some love down the bottom of the screen there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, hit the share, leave a comment. I really appreciate it. Helps out the channel. And less of this talk, and let me get straight into it now for you. This video is about Google Maps rankings for your business. Okay, why you need to make it a priority. Okay, if you're sitting at the bottom of Google Maps, or worse, not even popping up at all, you need to listen. You're losing customers every single day, and you probably don't even know it. Not because your product is bad, not because your service isn't good enough. It's because you're not visible on those maps. Okay, and in most cases, people never scroll past the top three places. All right. Now I'm gonna show you exactly why your ranking matters on Google Maps today. Now, when someone needs a local business, here's what they do. They pick up their phone, they open Google Maps, and they type, what is the best place near me? All right. I don't know how many times I've done it today. Probably 6 or 7 times at least. I actually just done it 5 minutes ago because I'm looking to go to a nightclub tonight and talk to some peeps. So, when was the last time you done it? Leave a comment down below. And like what they see when you type in something near me is the local pack. Okay, the top three places. That's what you see when you're searching for something. Okay, if you're in a competitive market, you're gonna have maybe 100 people. Okay, if you're in spot 50, it's no different from being in spot 100. Okay, you're invisible. I could even go as far as saying the top 10. If you're outside of the top 10, you're hopeless in my opinion. Um, like high competitive markets and stuff like that, you're never gonna get found. Okay. Now, what's scary is people trust ranking. They assume the businesses at the top are the best ones. Google has done the vetting for them. Okay. So if you're buried on page two or number eight in the list, it doesn't matter how good your services are. You're not on the top of the maps. You're invisible to the easiest way in the new generation for people to find businesses. Alright? Hold on. Gonna light me cigar. Now, number one, your Google business profile is incomplete. This is the single most common issue. Alright? Your Google business profile is the listing that shows up on maps, and if it's half filled in, has the wrong opening hours, or is missing a phone number, no photos, vague business description, Google has no confidence in you. Okay, fully completed profiles, people. That is what Google looks for. Okay, and low confidence with Google. When they have low confidence in you, that means low rankings. Right? Um, Google will sporadically list whoever has the most active profiles, like, because they're not showing up to your business in person every day to see what's happening. Should they put you at the top of the list, type of thing? Like we all know, that's not happening. They might call by if you want to get a 360 view into your place for them, you know. And number two, you have no reviews or you're not responding to the reviews. Reviews are one of the most powerful ranking signals on Google Maps, not just the number of them, but the recency, the rating, and whether you're actually engaging with them. Okay. A business with 200 reviews from 3 years ago will lose ground to a competitor with 40 fresh reviews. Alright. Now, your name, address, and phone number needs to be consistent. That's another thing Google looks out for in their crawlers when they're trying to get you ranked higher or notice and acknowledge your business digitally. Now, you're not local enough in Google's eyes. Alright, Google Maps rankings is heavily influenced by proximity, how close the searcher is to your business, but beyond physical location, Google also looks at how locally relevant your profile and website are. If your website never mentions the area you serve, if your profile doesn't have local keywords in the descriptions, you're missing signals that tell Google exactly who you should be shown to. Alright. I was at a cafe yesterday, or the day before yesterday, and I typed in cafe near me in a small town of about, I think there was about 6 or 7 cafes, right? Who knows, right? But I was going to the number one spot. I was going down to the number one shop, and when I got there, there was like 100 people outside, right? There was another cafe 50 meters away. I says I'm gonna go over here, and the place was dead empty. Okay, I can only picture one reason as to why that cafe was full across the road, because they were in the number one spot. And when people look, it's a psychological shift, all right? Even if two businesses are right beside each other, if people start saying, I like the coffee out of this place, out of number two spot, right? And then they notice that the shop across the road is number one on Google. So they'll say, well, why don't we just go there? You know, because this is all that matters to people. What's hot on Instagram, what's hot on Google, whatever is doing well online will be the spot. All right, it will just do well. That's how it works. And people will start to like the coffee out of the number one spot, even if the coffee is worse. Do you get what I'm saying? This is how it is, and it's proof right there in front of you. Like I was saying, when I'm cold calling businesses, I'll call 100 places. All right, every single time I start on the list, when I get to the bottom of the list, people are closing their business. I always hear one person, they say, business is done. I'm wrapping up shop. Wish I was interested. You know, it says something. It screams at you. Like, whenever I ring the top places, they all say, oh, we're running ads or something's always happening. You know, they're always doing well. The top within out of a market of 100 places, for example, the top 10 are smashing it every time on all the phone calls. All the phone calls. We're doing fine. We're doing great. We have marketing. We need marketing. Everyone else is borderline going out of business. Okay. As bad as it is, it's the stone cold facts here. So now what does it cost you to not be at the top of maps? Now let's talk about what's sitting at the bottom is actually costing you, because I think most business owners understand this. Think about your average customer value. Let's say you're a hairdresser and a new client is worth €300 a year to you, or you're a local solicitor and a new client is worth €1,500 or more. or you run a restaurant and a new table is worth €80. Okay. Now think about how many people search for these businesses like yours in every single area every single week. Even in a small town, local searches for services happen hundreds of times a month. If the top three businesses are sharing most of that traffic and you're not one of them, how many customers are you missing every single month? Okay, look across the road at that person who's in the number one spot and look inside their shop. Right? The answers are right in front of you. So, to get the needle moving on Google Maps, you need to pay attention to what's happening on your Google business account and online as much as possible. Your business needs to be moving online, peoples. It needs to be moving. Something needs to be happening. It can't just be sitting there. Okay. Like, I'm speaking with some people and they're like, I don't want a website. I don't want, I just want to run the business. It's like, this is not how it works in this day and age. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you, great, walk away. But it's like I'm trying to help these people, you know, get something moving digitally. It needs to happen. Okay, if you don't do it, your competitors are 100% they're gonna do it, and they're gonna take your customers. So which is worse, making a website, taking the time in the day to make sure everything's moving online properly for your business, or just taking that absolute biggest risk you can in business and just hoping it works out? Okay, because like I was saying, the evidence is all there. Everyone at the top is doing well. There's not one person sitting in the number one spot on Google Maps that is not winning hard and getting tons of customers. So, like, it's not just a nice thing to have, it's the battleground. Your customers are making decisions now, today, while you're watching this video. The good news is this is fixable and you don't need to spend a penny on ads to fix it. You just need to take it seriously. If this was helpful, give a like and subscribe. I'll cover practical stuff like this every week, every day too. And drop a comment below. Tell me what your biggest Google Maps struggle is. I might just make a video about it. See you in the next one.